And now, previously recorded from my basement, here's The Thing Calgary with Alex and Drew.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Here's The Thing Calgary with my man Ace Boogie. And this is your boy Drew.
But no, Alex is suitable for sure.
Alex, yeah, I actually don't like that name, so. Ace Boogie's way better.
That's why I hate your parents.
I do hate your parents.
I've never met them, but I can judge them based on your first name.
It's pretty boring. Are they some pretty boring parents?
Do you dare talk to me? This is not the platform to talk about my parents.
So startled.
Or their parenting style, okay?
Those scars haven't healed, have they?
Yeah, but we're doing this again.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. You really don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, no, hey, people are like, when are you guys doing that podcast again? And I was like, listen, the three of you, it'll happen when there's a sale on microphones, and by chance there was. So,
we're back.
Yeah, so we're doing that. Just a couple of journalism grads, living the dream.
Yeah.
Podcasting from a basement.
Yeah, it's a pretty decrepit studio we've got here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't have a lot of pokers in the fire at the moment, so I'm really hoping this goes off.
You and me both, man. We're gonna be so famous after this.
Like, so famous.
Want to be able to walk down the street.
Yeah, Kanye's gonna be like, "Can I be on your podcast?" Be like, "No, you can't."
Yeah, we'd for sure have Kanye. Yeah. Kanye, if you're listening, we'd for sure have you on.
We will have you. No, but this is exciting. I came down here and I was like, "Hey, I'll grab a couple coffees."
Yeah.
And we'll bang this out, and then.
The podcast out.
So I get to the local coffee shop here, and to my displeasure, in fact, to my nightmare, I realized there is no drive-through.
I know. And
when you want coffees, but you're not prepared to walk in, you are not looking the way you should look to be out in public, right? Like, it is 2014, okay? Everything should just have a drive-through.
It really should.
I feel like.
Yeah.
If not now, then by 2015, everything should have a drive-through.
For sure. Best Pro, Walmart, Costco, all that stuff.
Yeah, name it should have it. So anyways, I mean, I obviously got out of the vehicle because I needed the
And why were you so nervous to get out of your vehicle?
I was nervous because I'm trying out this Molevember thing. I guess guys are doing it. Who knows? The only thing is, though, that my face didn't get the memo that it cannot grow hair.
Yeah,
and,
everyone else got that memo.
Yeah, but you know who did get that memo? The moles on my face. They're like, "Hey, Alex, we're ready to go. We're going to get you that hair. Let's do it." And
I did notice that on the
on the side,
on the right-hand side of your face.
For whatever reason, moles can grow hair like it's nobody's business. Yeah. And so prostate cancer, I hope you appreciate. I just hope that someone out there is going to grow hair for the melanoma in my moles when I got skin cancer. Because, let's have on the baby toe, grow hair for melanoma. Let's start that up in December.
That's actually
nothing goes on in December, right? Let's have
grow hair for melanoma.
Yeah, melanoma December,
grow your mole hair for melanoma. So that's gonna be a new thing. You'll see it on the website for sure. Grow hair for melanoma in December.
Anyway, so what are we talking about here today, Drew?
We're talking about a lot of interesting things, and obviously we're going to talk about what's going on around Calgary. The main thing that's going on around Calgary is actually nothing because it's fucking freezing.
It's cold out there, folks.
It's
a chilly one.
Bundle up out there, folks. Wear your wool socks. So yeah, man, are you staying warm?
Staying warm.
All those little cookie dusters on your chin keeping you warm.
It's keeping the chin warm. I'm doing the thing, putting the socks on.
That's good.
Putting the pants on.
Yeah.
When I can.
Have you been complaining about it at all?
The thing is, this is what year 28 of me complaining about Calgary winters, and I just feel like on the bright side, though, it does get rid of the brown, right? Because Calgary's a very brown city. It's nice to get a little bit of white out there. We'll see how long that lasts for, but no, I mean, it's not a particularly happy time.
Yeah, it's not
on the Alex insides during the winter.
It's sad, man. That's actually sad.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people really get mad at the winter driving.
Yes.
And have you experienced anything in your endeavors on the road?
I mean, just kind of your typical thing. Here's the thing: when you are driving, it's important to drive legally. And the thing is, and what's nice is that you said that the Calgary police put out a nice little.
They did, yeah. They said you should start driving safer because the roads are more dangerous. And I was like, wow, that is Such great advice.
Like most of you out there, every day before I put the keys in the ignition, I just like, you know what? Let's just see what the police have to say today. Just want to make sure.
Wear clothes.
Yeah, wear clothes.
You're gonna want to wear some clothes.
Gonna wear some clothes. Okay, a toque.
Yeah.
A beanie, a beaner.
Literally.
A beaner.
The police should just be there to walk you from your house.
Is it beanie or beater?
Vehicle.
Sorry.
It's a toque.
I feel like a beaner is something you do to a girl. And you're like,
What?
You know, it's that thing where you.
No. I don't even like where you're going.
Beaner hardly knew her, right? Okay.
Oh God. Anyways, yeah, so the weather's been pretty bad. There was one other thing that kind of had you a little miffed. I know that.
Yeah, miffed.
Miffed is a good choice of words. A little debacle there at, I think it was MRU. You also said it happened at UFC.
Yes, yeah.
Some of the intramural sports teams' names, I guess?
Yeah, apparently. Now, I don't...
Allegedly,
yeah,
sure.
I mean, I'm not particularly politically correct, as people may know. But
exact opposite. Actually.
Yeah, I guess people who knows someone at UFC had a problem with the intramural names that people were giving themselves. Mm-hmm. And what
were some of the names?
One was Beats by Ray. I thought that was hilarious. There was a soft dump in the corner for some hockey team. I thought that was. I don't understand. Why little Timmy, who plays the baritone, in band there, has a problem with what intramural names we get. I mean, that's part of the fun, right? You don't join intramurals for the sports and the meeting people. You join it because you're allowed to make a funny name and go out there and embarrass yourself.
But I mean, there is kind of a movement right now where I think universities are trying to put the kibosh on some of the, as they deem it, the rape culture.
Sure. And I think it all starts with intramural sports. I think that's where there's a heavy dose of rape in intramural sports. So, I mean, they're starting at the right place. No.
And university kids are known for being very politically correct all the time, right?
Yeah. I don't want to, obviously I'm not condoning rape. I feel like...
I'm glad we got that. We got that on the record here. Yeah.
But I just feel like, universities are a place where the free speech is necessary, right? I mean, that's what it's based upon, free thinking, whatever. And I just think people having stupid, goofy names, when you start putting a stop on that, like, where does it? I mean, you're in university.
Slope argument, right? Yeah.
People are leaving home for the first time, they're going to be in dorms, whatever. They're horned up to, level 10 here. And I just think it's not so much a rape culture as it's...
horny culture.
Yeah, horny culture. Okay? Horniculture.
Hormones.
Horticulture.
Horticulture.
The distant cousin of horticulture.
So what's going on at university?
It's a funny thing. In horticulture school, there is no horticulture. So that's, you pick one or the other.
There you go. You're going to be a professor one day, for sure.
Maybe. Actually, I don't know if you know this, but we actually got a sponsor for the podcast.
Oh, wow. No, this is news to me, actually.
Yeah. You know Tony?
I don't.
Everyone knows Tony.
He's, famous Tony.
Yeah, local legend here in Calgary. But Tony's Ham Shack actually sponsoring this today. Tony's taking his ham shack and he's going to be giving out samples at the Northeast Children's Pavilion. Okay. All this week. Okay. He's gonna set a record. He's gonna be there from open to close, giving out ham samples.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Distributing them. And I mean,
nothing says Christmas like some free
Tony's
ham
Shack. Yeah, right? I mean, if I will not step into a deli unless they have Tony's hams from Ham Shack. I mean,
I've seen it, man. You lose it.
You've seen it happen. I lose it. So everyone out there, go out, have a treat from there. I mean,
charcuterie.
Don't go there on an empty stomach because it's only gonna be a sample. But if you like your cured meats, your charcuterie, then Tony's Ham Shack. He's gonna be giving out samples there.
That's great, man.
Children's Pavilion in the Northeast.
Keep doing your thing, Tony. We really appreciate you, man.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
And maybe next time you can give us some samples.
That'd be nice.
Shack. It'd be nice.
Well, thanks for sponsoring. Anyways, what we were going to talk about here, Koopa Stank, is there was an article written about Calgary. It's in the New York Times. I thought it was really interesting because they talked a lot about the culture of Calgary. I always viewed Calgary as kind of this Western, rough around the edges, kind of blue collar. But they really said that Calgary's a little bit more sophisticated. They talked about some art galleries.
Hold on, before we go, I think it's important to distinguish that there are two Calgarys, right? There's Calgary proper,
yes,
and then there's East Calgary, which is everything east of Deerfoot, right?
Yes,
and I think it's important to distinguish one. Let's walk this tightrope. one's more diverse and one isn't, and one's maybe more culturally affluent.
Yeah.
And
what would you say maybe East Calgary is known for?
Yeah, in East Cal, you don't go east of Deerfoot unless you need you're looking for Burger King.
Yeah.
Because they're all east of Deerfoot. If you need a Money Mart, let me tell you, you go down whatever avenue it is down there. You got Money Mart, Quickie Mart, you got them all. You got your big players down there.
Is Quickie Mart... Anyways,
Well,
go ahead.
Quickie Cash, whatever. Shawarmas, lots of shawarma down there. Shawarma
Good
King,
shawarmas. Delicious
Prince of
shawarmas.
Shawarma, Lady Shawarma. You got your shawarma family there. And vacuum repair. If you need vacuum repair, they are all east of Deerfoot.
It's true, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's cultural in its own. And you know what? I don't think a lot of tourists really venture too far into East Calgary.
No. Well, you get off the airport there, so depends if you're taking a scenic route to your hotel, which is not an east.
You're going right off Deerfoot most
exactly,
of the time there, yeah, for sure. But no, I thought it was really cool, man. They listed a bunch of like places, the Esker Foundation Gallery. Yeah, I know. I know you're really big tower.
The Esker.
Yeah. Obviously Inglewood. You know,
no
some of the culture there. And now one thing that I found interesting was that they listed that Calgary was kind of a new money type place. So it wasn't
Young
you didn't
moolah,
have
baby.
you didn't kind of have that tradition. You had young guys in flashy suits and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
Young Guys in Flashy Suits was actually the name of my new album. I can pick it up on it. No, that we were actually going to name this podcast actually Young Guys in Flashy Suits, but
we're sitting in a basement in our hoodies. So
no, but here's the thing here. They say, you know, young new money, hot flash. I guess that's not what they say, but I think we need to slow our roll here on the Calgary being all artsy. Okay, they had that new memorial thing right at Kensington and Memorial, right? That, you know, which I was like, hey, this thing's nice, you know, it's got this nice, and I was like, but once they paint it and finish coloring it, it's gonna be gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then I found out that is how it's being left. That nice rust color.
Yeah.
Looks like they, you know, just went to the Pacific Ocean and got some wreckage and planted. And like, hey, looks like an M. Let's go with it.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that up there.
Yeah. So they had a great opportunity there. But no, I mean, it's nice that we're starting to kind of invest in having a pretty city.
Well, they didn't want it to.
Pretty City, actually, in the name of my third album.
Pretty City, followed by
Young Guys Flashy
Suits. Yeah, I think that I don't actually mind that. I mean, I think if you were to paint it, it's going to be a little bit too bright. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I know Calgary's so bright, especially during the winter. Bright white everywhere. A little bit of browns, as you like to say.
Yeah, a little bit of browns.
And it's not just East Calgary
that
has a little bit of browns.
No, it's a little bit of our memorials as well. So no, but I mean, if you wanna, here's the thing. You say they got some culture going in Calgary here. Go on Tinder, and you are gonna find out there is not a lot of great culture out there.
What's on Tinder?
The young folks. Well, I mean, it was Monday yesterday, right? So I'm swiping, not having a conversation with anyone though, because it's Monday. I'm not a pervert, right? But obviously I'll swipe. And the things you'll come across there are not the most cultured people.
Okay.
Girls, if you're out there, you do not need a photo of you with a shotgun. That's not necessary, although a lot of you like that. I get it. You like pugs. Okay, you don't have to have a picture with it. It's automatically known you're a girl. You like pugs. I don't need a picture of the pug.
Yeah.
And just you don't get you wouldn't say it's a sophisticated group out on there.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because if I match with you and I message you and you don't message back, what is wrong with you?
That's just poor manners.
Exactly. You obviously liked my fantastic photo.
Yeah.
Why aren't you replying to my hilarious jokes?
And it's a good thing that you don't sound at all desperate or anything like that, or angry that you're not getting messages back. And that's I think what's key.
I think that's what's key is that I keep it cool.
Yeah.
And that I treat it as a tool, not as something to.
Well, we were really hoping, like, just as your friend, I was really hoping that this Tinder would break that being single for about 2 years kind of thing. That's
the thing is, the second, you take it seriously, and then someone replies, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna make a boob joke, and there's really nothing that can prevent you from doing.
Yeah, especially you. It's tough for you not to make a joke.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, typically it's the butt joke. That's my go-to, but sometimes you got to switch it up because people get bored.
If there's no pictures of butts,
people get bored of butt stuff. Sometimes you got to switch it up, right? So.
I'm never bored of butt stuff.
So our listeners have heard.
And on that note, thank you for listening to Here's the Thing, Calgary. It's been a pleasure, and we're not doing the comments thing anymore because nobody was leaving comments.
Comment never because we don't want to hear them.
Yeah, we don't even want to hear them. Yeah.
It's Alex and Drew, not Alex Drew, and then people giving in their 2 cents because cents are not in circulation.
Yeah, beauty.
And that's just a few kind of the wise words I like to.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna end with. All right, take care.